Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you how to do, or that I learned how to do, is my eyes. And I got you this eyelid primer from ELF. See better if I do that. And what this is supposed to do is this goes on first, and it's supposed to help set. So you put it on, and then you let it dry, and then you put on whatever makeup that you're going to put on your eyes, and it's supposed to hold on to the makeup better, so that, yeah, so it doesn't come off. Alright, I just dab a little bit on top of my eyelid, and then dab it around. Normally I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, but I haven't really liked the color of it. It's a little bit too pale for my eyelids, so I thought I'd try this one, and they just came out with this this ELF one, I think. It's brand new, so I thought I'd give it a try because I really like their stuff. They're great. This stuff is so good, and it's so affordable. Okay, so I put that on. I found this new mascara I like, and it's actually a London brand. It's called Ico. Maybe you know about it. But I'd never heard of it before, and they sent it to me in like these Birch boxes I've been getting. I paid $10 a month, and then they send me fun like makeup samples and stuff, and like lotion samples and all this. So, anyway. So then I put on my mascara, which I probably should do last, but whatever. It's gonna be so boring for you. These videos. Okay. So, then what I do, I got you a brush that is a little bit different than this one. I thought that the one that I have, so I do my liner, but I've been doing it with, eyeshadow recently instead of with liner. And actually, I think I'm going to do it with eyeshadow and then put liner on top of it. But I'll show you what I do. So, I got you this like brown palette. I'm pretty sure I got you this one. I have it on the list here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'm going to use the bottom one that says line because it's the darkest one. And I got you a small little brush that kind of looks like this, except that yours is like the bristles are yellowy orange. So that is a concealer brush, and I believe this one is as well. It's just from a different line. It just looks exactly like my ELF brushes, so I thought it was one, but it turns out it wasn't. So anyway, I'm going to put some of this like line powder on here. Let me get up close. And then I'm just going to take it and like put it kind of where I want my liner to be. This is not the best mirror for me, so I could be doing this a little crappy. Okay, so you're just gonna like load your brush up with this stuff, and then, you know, stick it where you want your liner to be. Okay, so then, where's the other brush? So I got you that brush, and then there's a one that looks very similar. It's about the same size, but it is really big and fluffy. Kinda, it looks like this. It is mine says ELF blending eye brush. So then I'm gonna take this, and I'm just gonna like go back and forth. And I also blend it upwards, like away from my eye, because that's basically what I want it to do. Is I don't want it to be so concentrated right on my eye on my lash line, I want it to be a little bit blended and a little bit blurry so it doesn't look like, I don't know, like I just slapped a hard line on there. So I take it and I like brush out. I also take it and like windshield wiper it back and forth. You guys probably don't even call them windshield wipers. You probably don't even call it a windshield. I don't know what the hell you call that in England. You don't even drive, so maybe you don't even know. That's alright. Okay. So that's how I do my eyes now, and that's, like I said, like, who cares, but, I don't know. We never get to do makeup together, and this is some fun stuff I learned, doing headshots, so whatever. Okay, so I would do that, and then I think what I'm finding is I don't think that is quite defined enough for my eyes. I like it some days when I want, like, a little bit less of an eye, and then you can always like layer more on top of there. Like if that's not enough, then I put some more like eyeshadow on my brush and then like line it and then blend it again and like keep layering it until it's as dark as I want it. However, I found that powder can only get so dark, at least the ones I've been using, so then I'm gonna take a liner pencil and just stick it right in my lash line and then do the same thing that I did with the shadow, except do it with the pencil. And actually I'm probably gonna blend it with the smaller one first, the one that is your like yellowy orangey one. So I'm just kind of moving it back and forth. And then kind of upward away from the lash line. And then I'm going to do it with the bigger, the little fatter one, the blender one, to kind of make it all uniform and softer. Yeah. So that is what I would do. I've also taken to darkening my eyebrows a little bit, like everybody and their mother. And I've been using this same powder, because actually what I started doing was I was using I have this powder that I bought, I don't know why, to darken my eyebrows a couple years ago, and I never really used it, from Sephora. And then one day I just got to using it as eyeshadow, because it's just like eyeshadow powder. And so what I've been doing is I've been lining my eyes with the same color that I do my eyebrows with, and I think that it makes it look more uniform, in my opinion. So anyway, I just put a little bit more of that liner powder on this brush, and then I'm gonna just like take it and make little kind of like hair marks up where I want my eyebrows to be just a little bit darker. And then what I've also found is that sometimes is a little bit jarring. It looks really jarring on here. I don't think it actually is in real life. But then if it's like too dark, I'll take the blending brush and kind of blend it a little. Anyway, yeah. And then also what I do is I like to have like the inner part of my eye a little bit lighter than the outer. So, like, I have kind of a really light gold shimmery eyeshadow, and sometimes I'll just kind of dink it right there and then blend that back and forth, like, either with my pinky or, like, with a brush, if I want to do that. Yeah. So, that is that. What else? What else have I given you?